somebody left soup on fire and went to church.
So yesterday in Abofu in Achimota, Greater Accra region, yes, there was a fire outbreak in a shop, a couple of shops at Abofu. And according to reports, somebody left soup on fire and went to church.
The Latavia Kwashi's fire, it occurred in a warehouse. If you look at the one behind CMB, in the premises of Dignity, Do the Right, and it occurred in the warehouse. The last Kantamanto one that we fought around the bank lane, it occurred in the warehouse. The Kumasi fire occurred in the warehouse. So you can see that there's some trend, and we need to look at what actually is going on in the warehouse that is attracting some of these things, fires.
What kind of things are stored in these warehouses?
In these warehouses, yes. So to narrow to this particular one that we had today, it started from one of the containers, and it's a straightforward story. Somebody left soup on fire and went to church.
Oh.
It's a very simple story.
That's what happened?
That's what happened. I don't want to mention the person's name for security reasons. So we know.
But was the container serving as a room or serving as a shop?
It was a shop. It was a shop. So they normally cook these things that we've been saying that they shouldn't be cooking in the market, in the shops and other things. I think some of them have not listened to the advice, and that is what has happened.
So it is lack of advice. Let's talk about
It's quite unfortunate that at this age, at this time of Ghana, at this time of the world, somebody can actually leave a pot of soup on fire and go to church. Charlie, wow, go on. Obeka said, dang, what were you thinking? What was the person thinking? Was it intentional, or it was carelessness, or it was out of her control, like she forgot herself or something like that? Some of the traders who own shops at this particular Apofo residence shared their opinion on the loss of their properties and their precious shops.
Told Channel 1 News she arrived too late to salvage any items from a shop which had been stocked with thousands of cedis worth of home furnishings just days earlier.
Around 2 o'clock, me baba ko a friend say ma what is a Achimota shop on the horse. In fact, me bo pity na me so be so be am etina kwan wa. Na me buy and just say auntie me afa pin kra. Ba kokra. And Nyoma go shop no me wa another warehouse we tree me packing me nyoma curtains ne carpet bundle be 100 pieces and then go and a carpets any curtains and nyoma ma chama pam curtains be say almost me how many nka almost be 200 billion there me didn't na me say me nim dia meka na me pe no betimi aye so be betimi abebo me ni ho asem bia meka.
An eyewitness recounted that the fire started from a phone shop and quickly spread to a nearby structure containing a gas cylinder, triggering a rapid explosion and accelerating the spread of the fire.
I just started and I'm around. I started the phone shop anymore. When I started, just starting and I said, Rosana stores and Cairo. I say, MP. By the way, I don't know what you know. Until I say, you until one of your fire service, your mobile, I'm also supporting Accra. Now started gas cylinder near the idea. Cylinder started flow. Near the idea. Cylinder near
The Greater Accra Regional Fire Command, which has since brought the fire under control, expressed concern over initial challenges in accessing water due to the lack of fire hydrants in the area. They also cited structural barriers that made it difficult for personnel to reach some parts of the fire scene.
There has not been any casualty, but the good news is that you can see on my left is a very big restaurant and somebody's residence. That is a treat and grill bar restaurant. We have managed to protect it. Adjoining structures has been protected. That is the good news. Yeah.
So can the fire service confirm that currently the fire has been completely extinguished?
Now we brought the fire under control at 16:55 hours. But as we speak, I can declare that fire has finally been extinguished. Unless maybe technically there is what we call reignition, which I will not have the opportunity to tell whether it can happen. The challenges that we had here are the usual challenges. There was no water, so because of that we have to call for more pumps. Accessibility to the fire was not there. The only place we had to fight the fire was just the roadside, so you can see that all the fire engines are lined up right in front of the facility. If the place was designed properly, some of the fire engines could have been staging from the back and others staging from the left and then the right. So the general safety measures that I'm going to say is that facility owners is enjoined in LI 1724 Fire Precaution Premises Regulations 2003. Everybody is supposed to construct a fire hydrant right in front of his or her facility.
Meanwhile, officials from the National Disaster Management Organization who were on site to collect data say a detailed assessment will be carried out to inform the agency's response and relief measures for affected persons.
We'll do our assessment tomorrow. So when we send it to, we see the gravity of the disaster. That's when our superior will sit down and say, okay, we are supposed to help or come to their aid with so and so items. You understand me? So definitely all that will depend on my assessment and the report.